All right, today we're going to dive into just one single sentence. But this sentence, it's so simple, but so powerful, it might completely change how you look at wealth, at value, and at what you're actually working for every day. You ready? Let's jump right in. Okay, here it is. You don't need money. Just let that sit for a second. I mean, we live in a world that's all about paychecks, right? Bank accounts. That statement sounds completely backwards, doesn't it? It's a huge claim. And you know what? It's only half the story.
So that obviously leads to the big question, right? If you don't need money, then what do you need? What is this other thing that money is just, well, a stand-in for? That's the puzzle we're going to piece together right now.
Okay, so first things first, we have to completely reframe how we think about money. Seriously, we've got to stop seeing it as the final destination and start seeing it for what it really is. It's just a means to an end, not the end itself.
When you boil it all down, money is just a tool. Think of it like a hammer. It's a really useful tool, one that everyone agrees has value. And we use it to trade our work for the things we actually need, like food or a roof over our heads. But the key is, money isn't the value. It's just the thing we use to get the value.
So let's look at the two different ways to see this. On one hand, you've got the common view. Money is the goal. It's the end game. It's what gives you security. But on the other hand, this new perspective sees it completely differently. It's a tool. It's a medium. It's the starting point that you work with, not just what you work for. And that little shift in thinking, it changes everything.
All right, so we're on the same page. Money is a tool. Cool. So now the question is, what are we trying to build with that tool? What is this that we actually truly need?
And that brings us right to the core of it, really. We need to define our essential needs. What do we really need? Not just to get by, but to live a genuinely good, fulfilling life. Think about it this way. What's the job we're hiring money to do for us? What are we really trying to buy with it? Because it's not about stacking up dollar bills. It's about getting something way more fundamental. And here they are. These are the real assets. Having a safe place to call home, good food, good health, a community, a network of people who've got your back, and, a sense of purpose, of growth. At the end of the day, these are the things we're all chasing after.
So, it's pretty simple, really. Getting these essential needs met, that's the real goal. Money is just the most common way we do it. But, and this is so important, it's not the only way.
So if money isn't the only way, what are the other currencies you already have? It's time for the big reveal. Let's figure out what this actually is. These assets you have right now that might be even more powerful than cash in the bank. First up, your skills. Simple as that. What can you do? Can you fix a leaky pipe? Can you design a website, cook an amazing meal, or speak another language? These abilities have real, actual value. You can trade them directly for stuff you need, sometimes without a single dollar ever changing hands. Okay, number 2 is your time. This is the great equalizer, isn't it? We all get the same 24 hours in a day. You can invest that time to learn something new, to help out a friend, to build something from scratch. And how you decide to spend that time, it has a direct impact on getting what you need. Third, and this one might just be the most powerful of all, is your relationships, your people, your network of family, friends, colleagues. That is a massive source of opportunity, of support, of real security. A strong community, wow, that can give you help when you need it most in ways that money just can't touch. And finally, your fourth currency is knowledge. What do you know? Understanding how things work, how to solve tricky problems, or just where to find the right information, that's like a superpower. It lets you create value, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. Okay, so how does this actually work in the real world? It's basically a simple 3-step process. First, figure out what you need. Let's say you've got a leaky faucet. Annoying, right? Second, pick your currency. You could use money and hire a plumber. Or you could use your time and your knowledge to look up a video and fix it yourself. And third, you purchase that solution and boom, your need is met. So when you put all of this together, you get a totally new way of looking at your true wealth. It's not just about the number in your bank account. It's about the whole range of resources you can draw from. Look at it like this. Money, that's just one piece of the pie. Your skills, your time, your relationships, your knowledge, those are all huge, massive assets. They're all part of your personal balance sheet. And that right there is the most important thing to take away from all this. Your real wealth is your resilience. It's what you can do. It's who you know. It's the grand total of all your currencies, not just the money part.
And once you really get that, wow, it is so empowering.
So I'm going to leave you with this thought. You are so much wealthier than you probably think. You have this whole portfolio of incredible, valuable assets. So the only real question left is, how are you going to spend them? How will you invest them to build the life you actually need?